anything other than that, then please make it known to Claire before we get underway so she can confirm with the vendors before we get to the crucial bidding part. Ladies and gentlemen, like all auction, there are a set of rules in place, and they are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with those rules made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidders. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids. The words during the auction I'll use to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward with the rules and the terms in the contract. Again, if you have any questions, please give Claire a call. A number of our staff members are also online there this evening. They are free and are helping a couple of you online as well, just in case technology should fail us in any way, shape, or either side. But they're there to help you with your bidding, help guide you with your bidding if need be, and certainly, hopefully, they're there at the very end to help you sign in contracts digitally, of course, so that you could be the successful purchaser and get that all signed off this evening. Bidders and buyers, as the photos scroll through, it's my job to talk to you briefly about what you already know, and this is a fantastic home. It is builders have spared no expense, and over time have continued to make fantastic improvements to the home, as you would have expected with a home of this caliber. A fantastic home, as you see, the master bedroom, a large master bedroom with extra space, a massive walk-in robe, fitted, of course, with the hanging racks on the left-hand sides, and on the right-hand side, the shoe racks, a huge ensuite with a double-sized shower as well, massive vanity. The pool is on screen at the moment with the spa, the outdoor covered area, heating and cooling taken care of under that pergola space as well. That beautiful barbecue area on screen now with the pizza oven, with the gas burner as well, plus the barbecue spot as well. So you've got all the best outdoor entertaining you could expect. The kitchen is immense in size, in also the cabinetry that's available for you, the stone bench tops that lead out to that lovely lounge area with timber flooring as well, the kitchen area tiled, carpeted living space as well with the gas log fireplace there to make it more comfortable. Remote control, everything in this home, heating, cooling, of course, taken care of throughout the whole home. Double lock-up garage. The owners touched up the property, rendered some parts of the front of the property as well, just to make it perfect for the sale here and perfect for our future buyer as they look to move into the property in that 120 to 150 days as well. Upstairs, fantastic. You've got that large master. You've got an additional 3 bedrooms upstairs that share 2 large bathroom spaces in one. And you've got living space off there as well as the balcony downstairs, an immense living zone, as I mentioned, plus the formal areas towards the front, a formal lounge, and also an area where you've got the pool table set up at the moment. That could be another dining area or another living space. You could close off and make a further downstairs bedroom if you wish. There's a powder room there, study downstairs as well. In the Mount Waverley Secondary College catchment is where the home lives, but also in a fantastic street full of great homes, close to everything that is cafes, restaurants. 5 or 10 minutes and you're in Chadstone Shopping Centre, 5 or 10 minutes and you're in the Glen and the Glen Shopping Precinct as well. And when Dan lets us out, we'll get to enjoy all of those great amenities, as well as getting our kids back to school as well. So location. It's an entertainer's paradise in terms of the outdoor living space and internal living spaces, heaps of privacy and space, but also not so extreme that you're losing your children in that home too. They are at arm's reach. So ladies and gentlemen, as I stated earlier, I cannot take a bid or offer after that takes place. Make sure you have placed your bid in that chat box before that hammer goes down, because once it does, it is done. I cannot take any late bids or offers for property. So bidders and buyers, it is enough from me. You don't want to sit here on screen and watch me talk about the property all night. You want to know who's going to buy it. You want to put your best foot forward, and in one of the strongest markets in the world, despite being the strongest lockdown market in the world, for Irving Street for your bidding. Bidders and buyers, it's in your hands now. I offer you to start at where you feel comfortable. To get us underway here for the property at 24 Irving Street, Mount Waverley, bidders and buyers in your hands for a fair and reasonable start. Start with your paddle number, the hashtag there, so we know it's your paddle number, followed by your full bid, and let's get underway here. 24 Irving Street, Mount Waverley, bidders and buyers in your hands, fair and reasonable start. Let's get underway and fire off in that chat box. Your time now, buyers. Place your best foot forward. Place your bid in the chat box. Otherwise, I'll make a start, but better if you start it. We'll be guided by you. The owners will be guided by you and your bidding here this evening. I'll give you a moment or so to do so. Can take a little bit longer, but the keyboard should be in front of you, ready to bid. Our staff are online or on phones as well, so if you need them to help you with your bids, you can. And we're off and running there, paddle 13, with a bid of 2.3 million, 2,300,000. That'll update on your screen in just a moment so you can watch the figures coming through on your screen. But 2.3 million, we're off and running. Paddle 13 in firstly, but at 2,300,000, we're off and running to 350, can I say, from here. At 2,300,000, 350, can I say. At 2,300,000, good opening bid. 350 is what we look for now. Take us to 350 anywhere at all. The buyers online at the moment, your time now to place that bid in the chat box so we can move forward. 2,300,000. A good nice start. Good luck with your bidding, Mike. Paddle 13 at 2,300,000 off and running. At 2,300,000, 350 is what we're looking for now. 350 anywhere at all. Place it in the chat box and put yourself in front. Make sure I know, or I have told you the rules, ladies and gentlemen, that we pass into our highest bidder. Should we have to pass the property in, it will go to the highest bidder that we pass it in. We will commence a phone negotiation. And at the moment, almost 99% of the time, it's resulted in a sale to that particular person who is the highest bidder. So my advice couldn't be any clearer that you need to be in front with the highest bid in mind to give yourself every chance to be able to purchase one way or another here this evening. But Mike has that position now at 2,300,000, and I call for 350 from here. Paddle number 3, sorry, Mike. Yes, we've got your number now. Paddle 3 is your number, but we have your bid at 2,300,000. Paddle number 3. Paddle number 3 at 2,300,000 is the bid. And we look for 2,350 from here. Calling it 3 times. Otherwise, I'll move it along. If it doesn't move along, buyers giving you the option to move it along. Otherwise, I get to move it along at 2,300,000. We're here. At 2,300,000, 350. To make it easy for you, I'm calling for that 350 bid. You put yourself in front. At 2,300,000, now I'll call 3 times. First time of the call now at 2,300,000. Second time of the call now at 2,300,000. Third and final call, all finished, silent and done at 2,300,000. Your chance, buyers. Put yourself in front at this point in time. You'll need to bid if you want to buy the property here this evening, making it crystal clear. There we are, paddle number 10. I see your bid now, 2,350,000, and we're off and running. Good luck, Stephen, with your bidding here today as well. Paddle number 10 in front now at 2,350,000. Can I say against you, paddle number 3, Mike Wang, if you wish to come back in now, come in back at 2,400,000. The screen will update shortly. We're at 2,350,000. It'll update in a moment or so. And then, Mike, I put it to you to take us to 2,400,000 from there. Just the two of you in it at this stage, by the look of things. 2,350,000 is the bid. At 2,350,000 is the bid. There's the screen updating for you now. Previous bids there, 2,300,000. Current bid, 2,300,000. Against you, Mike, now for 2,400,000, can I say? Move it along nicely, and then I can put us in a position to get the property sold this evening to whoever's a successful purchaser. 2,400,000 is the bid I look for. Mike, can we take it to 2,400,000 now? At 2,350,000, Stephen's in front now. We look to work with Stephen. If there's no better bid from here, 2,400,000 is the bid I look for from now. At 2,350,000 bid, it's against Mike, 2,400,000. There's the bid I thought so. We started there, 2,4 million. Mike's in front now at 2,400,000. Screen will update. Now at 450. Just the two of you in it again. Couldn't stress how good of opportunity it can be with just the two of you in it. 4 beds, 4 baths, double remote lockup garage in the heart of Mount Waverley. A fantastic home, approximately 10 years young. 2,400,000 is the bid. Stephen against you at 2,450 from there. At 2,400,000 now. At 2,400,000, do I work with Mike and do we pause the auction to negotiate with you afterwards? That could be the case, but I'm looking for 450 from Stephen now or anyone else as well. At 2,400,000, 450, can I say I'll call 3 times from here, give it enough time now to all buyers to place that bid. At 2,400,000 now for the first call. At 2,400,000 for the half. Just see if you can confirm with me, just so I can get us close to that magical number. He says no. Well, I'll hold off a moment and I'll look for 245. Still looking for 2,450,000 at this stage. 2.4 is the bid, 450 is where we need to be. And then I can break the bids down from there. I promise you that much. At 2,450 is the bid I look for, and then we'll look to break down. Otherwise, we could be here all evening. At 2,400,000 is the current bid. I'm looking for 450. Buyers, your chance now, seeing what's displayed on your screen to know what to do next. It's your time to place that bid in the chat box now. 2,450 is the bid I look for. Now, your final moment. All finished and done. 450 now we have there. Paddle 14. Welcome along, Brooke, now at 2,450. There we are. At 2. In the race now, probably invited that third party in by not being stronger with the bid. My advice to be strong with your bids. We are in Melbourne, we are in Mount Waverley, tough market to be able to purchase fantastic real estate, but I couldn't give you a better opportunity here this evening from the comfort of your lounge room. At 2,450,000 now. Against you, Stephen. Against you, Mike, as well. A further rise of 25 from here would be the right bid. 4.6, thanks, Mike. In front now, I'll take the $10,000 rise. At 2,460 is the rise there of 10,000. We're in front now. Mike, paddle 3 in front. At 2,460,000. The screen will update in a moment or so, but 2,460 is the bid now. At 2,460,000 now. At 2,460,000 is the bid. At 246 is the bid now. Up to you and against you, Stephen and Brooke also. 470 from here. Or a good strong bid is perhaps the way to go. Show your competition you've come here to buy this evening. That's my advice. That's what works on most occasions. I see some nods from Declan. He agrees. That's normally the way to do it, isn't it? At 246 is the bid. A nod and a smile says that's the way to do it. At 246 is the current bid now. At 2,460,000, Mike has it in front. I call 3 times and look like I negotiate with Mike if there's no better bid. At 2,460,000 is the bid. Just double checking the screen to make sure there's no late bids coming in before I count it down and I work with that highest bidder. First time in the call now at 2.46. Second time in the call now at 2,460,000. 470, thank you. Back in there, Stephen, in front now. Same rules apply from here on out, buyers. Whoever the highest buyer or bidder is at this point in time, if I call it down 3 times, I will negotiate with that highest bidder, seek to sell the property direction, then I get to say those lucky words. But at 2.47, Stephen's in front. He has the first right to negotiate with me at this point in time against other parties now. Eva, thank you for your bid. That's the way to buy real estate, a good strong bid now at 2,500,000 even now. 4 bidders in the race, 2.5's the bid. At 2,500,000, she's coming to take it from the end, take it from the everyone else at 2.5's the bid, a good strong bid now, and in front, Eva's there. Paddle 13 in front, 2.5. At 2.5's the bid. At 2,500,000's the bid. At 2,500,000, where do we go from here? Against Stephen, against Mike, against Brooke, all behind Eva at this point in time. At 2.5. At 2,500,000, can we call for a rise of 10 or better from there to put you in front? I made it crystal clear. I get to negotiate with the highest bidder. So if I haven't put it on the market, if I don't say those words and I get to negotiate with the highest bidder. And I can tell you from the position we're in at the moment, it is going to eventuate in a sale here this evening to that highest buyer. But you just have to be the one in the box seat to talk to me after auction if need be. At 2,500,000's the bid. I'm going to call 3 times again now. First time in the call at 2.5. Second time in the call at 2,500,000. Claire's given us the news now. On the market, selling and playing for keeps. The owners have confirmed we're on the market selling now. Brooke comes in at 252 straight off the back of that news. $20,000 rise there. We're on the market selling and playing for keeps. So there will be no passing. There will be no negotiation afterwards. We're selling now to the highest bidder, and that happens to be Brooke. Paddle number 14, 2,520,000. We sell away if there's no better bid here at 252. At 2,520,000, we're selling. At 2,520,000, up to you bidders and buyers from this point forward. As I said to you, crystal clear. The screen has turned green. We've made it clear in the chat box. I'm yelling it out nice and loud. On the market, selling from this point forward. At 2,520,000. Eva comes over the top at 550,000 now. At 2,550,000, a $30,000 rise, a good strong bid. Don't be intimidated by the strength of bids. We're still at the pointy end here of the auction. At 255's the bid now with Eva. She's in front and buying the property if there's no better bid now. At 2,550,000, as I said before, we sell away now. If I count it down 3 times and the hammer goes down, it is done and sold. At 2,550,000, where do we go from here? Against Brooke, against Stephen, against Mike. All parties, fair play. I'll give you enough time. At 2,550,000, paddle 13, Eva's buying the property if there's no better bid. Against paddle 14, paddle 10 as well. Final moments and opportunities before I knock it down, giving you enough time online now. Enough time to jump in front of the screen and type in that final bidding price. At 2,550,000, I'm ready to call 3 times and ready to sell now. Buyers, your last moments and opportunity to purchase here and now. Give you a moment or so. I know with the online, we're just going to give that extra little bit of time that we normally wouldn't on the street, just in case. Got to make sure that your Wi-Fi connection is strong, that the kids haven't been on all their devices and used it all up. At 2,550,000. Mike, if you're out, please indicate in the chat box if you are done. If there's no further bid from you, indicate in the chat box so I know. Stephen, likewise, if you're done and that's the limit for you and you're finished, please indicate in the chat box that you're out so then I can be crystal clear. I don't need to take any further bids or rise from yourself. If you're done, Stephen, thank you, Mike. Thank you for your bidding here today. Mike, thank you so much. Stephen, checking on you now, checking on Brooke as well. If you're done, place it in the chat box so I know that it is done and dusted, and then I'll call down and sell the property. Stephen is done as well. It appears to be just yourself, Brooke, and Eva in the race here. Currently, Eva in front. I sell if there's no better bid to Eva now, but just between the two of you, the 2 other parties are out. Need to make sure now, paddle 14, have the family discussion in the lounge room, but make it clear that I have to knock it down in a moment or so. Mike is done. Stephen's done. We thank you both for your bidding and we'll pursue trying to find another property for you. But I asked paddle 14, are we done and dusted as well? It's the race between 13 and 14. Paddle 14 in front and buying the property. Just the 2 of you in it by the sound of things and the indications from the chat box now. Paddle 13 versus paddle 14 in the race to see who moves into this fantastic home in the next 120 to 150 days. 256 is the bid. I'll give a moment or so for Eva to put in the chat box a further bid or rise or to let me know if you are out. Otherwise, I call down 3 times. And we sell. Eva against you. I need to know now, are we in or out before we knock it down? Everyone's waiting to sink a glass of Pinot on their deck. An $8,000 rise, lucky number for some, 2568. Indications back to you, Brooke. Now, what do we do? Do we round up all of our guys and girls online to help you out with your bidding if need be? 2568 is the bid. You can round me up to 570, or you can better that with a strong bid, a knockout bid perhaps, and put yourself in the box seat for the hammer to go down. Ready to go, ready to sell. Eva's in front now at 2,568,000. But I need to know, Brooke, are you in or out at this point in time? Final moments and opportunity. 2.7. 2,700,000. No, sorry. I got excited there. And as soon as you put 2.7 in there, ready to pounce on it. 2.57, I understand your bid and understand it's a roundup bid. At 2,570,000 is the current bid. Just so you know, Eva, as well, 2,570,000 is the current bid. Brooke holds that bid at paddle number 14 now. Got a little bit excited there and thought it was the 700. That would have been nice. Maybe that's your next bid, Eva. 2,572 and a 2. At 2,572,000. Paddle 13 is in front. Brooke, where do we go from here? Do we go the $2,000 rise, or do we go the stronger bid, the knockout bid? To Eva if that comes through. At 2,572,000. Eva's in front and buying the property if there's no better bid. You. At 2,580,000, just the two of you in it at this stage still. At 2,580,000 is the bid. Brooke holds the bid now. Keys for the property are just in front of me, ready to give the keys and hand the keys over in the appropriate amount of time, of course, to the lucky buyer. But we're about to determine that very shortly as we've reached that pointy end, as I've said. Further bid at 2,599,000. At 2,599,000. At 2,599,000 is the bid. Eva holds the bid now. And as I said before, we sell away and we can't determine who's going to be buying here tonight. The battle between Brooke and Eva on a Thursday evening in Melbourne for one of the best homes in Mount Waverley available on the market. At 2,599,000, we spring back and ask 2,602. I like the tactical thing that's going on here. At 2,602,000 is the bid. Screen's updated for us now at 2,602 is the bid. At 2,602,000, Eva, where do we go from here now? What's your next move? At 2,602. Mike's had enough. He's left the meeting. At 2,602 is the bid. Against you, Eva. We wait to know whether you're here to bid further or whether you're done and dusted and you're out. At 2,602,000. Paddle 14 has it and on. Ready to call 3 times to sell away, Eva. Bid will update in a moment. Eva's back in front at 2,603,000. Ready to call 3 times. Our two parties close to the wire at the moment. At 2,603,000. For the first call now. At 2,603,000. For the second call, 610 is the bid. Good, strong bid. A round-up bid of 7 on top takes us to 2,610,000 as the bid now. Brooke back in front, paddle 14 against you again, Eva. The ball's back in your court. This game from here, Eva. Are we in or out? Let us know with that bid in the chat box. Or if you're out, let us know that you're done and dusted at 2 million. The bid, a good strong bid. Again, I count 3 times to sell away here at 2,650,000. Paddle 14 and Brooke, it's against you. If there's any further thousand, Eva's in front, paddle 13. We sell away in a moment or so. I'll give a minute or two in the chat box just in case. But if you're done and dusted, also please indicate that in the chat box, just so I know. But if there's any more left in the tank, I'll give you a moment or so to put in that final figure, to make that final decision. I know there'll be some family discussions going on at a typical street auction. There'll be discussions between partners and family about what to do next and should we go further or not. I've got to assure you that buying in this location, the way the Melbourne market is, I can't see any better reason than to put forward your very, very best here this evening to be able to purchase, because the market will continue to rise over time in Melbourne, that's for sure. At 2,650,000. I've given a couple of minutes in the chat box now since the last bid. I'm ready to call it 3 times and knock it down. Maybe Eva has hit the knockout bid here at 2,650,000. We're ready to sell away now. Call Brooke, are you in? If you're out, let me know. Otherwise, I call to sell here. At 2,650,000, and we're selling. Well, I see the news in the chat box there. I do thank you, Brooke, for your bidding here this evening. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it happen for you this evening, but we will be on the lookout for a property that can meet your needs as well. We do thank you for your participation at the moment. We are at 2,650,000. It looks like without any further delay, we have our new purchaser. I'm going to knock it down to make it technical, to make it done. If there's any last minute change of heart and you want to place a bid in the chat box, you've probably got about 15 seconds to do so before I call and knock it down here today. 2,650,000. I'm selling the property here, 24 Irving Street. Eva's in front. First time of the call now at 2,650,000, and we're selling. Second call at 2 million, and we sell away. Third and final call, all finished. Silent and done. We're selling. Selling. Congratulations, Eva. We are sold. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending another Ray White online auction. Commiserations to our underbidders. We'll certainly try to help you out. Thank you for attending again, and we hope to see you in person very, very soon. Thank you, bidders and buyers, and have a good evening.